Welcome to Florida Dream Rides. I'm Terry Rory from Miami, Florida. I'd like to take some time today and share with you the cleaning process of the ski when we get back from a trip. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks for all the views. Hope you and your family are healthy, well, and safe during this time. Things are starting to get back to somewhat normal here in South Florida. I spoke to my friend from South Florida Riders this week, the president of the club, because I got all excited when I saw the boat ramps were going to start to open down here. Thought maybe we could get out this weekend for a ride. That's crazy. It's crazy. I even spoke to my aunt this morning in Ohio, and she told me that Miami had made the news up there, all the people in lines at the boat ramps trying to get out. My friends from South Florida Riders, like I said, the president of the club, they went to Orlando last weekend to ride. Had a great day. Everything was organized, everything was calm, everything was good. So maybe in a month we can get back out down here. The keys are open only to the residents. So today I'd like to take some time to show you the cleaning process of what I go through when I come back from a trip and to clean the ski. That night, like I said, I rinse it off real quick, flush it out. But the following day I come back and I clean it thoroughly before it goes back into the warehouse. So I've got all the products out that I use to clean. When I come in Saturday night, I just give it a rinse, flush it out real quick, because we're really not allowed to use the water here at the warehouse. So I sneak it in. But during the day, I can go ahead and do this process, share this with you. So I've got all my products here. Salt Away is what I use. Yamaha silicone protectant for the engine area, because you don't want to get anything oily back there on the supercharged belt, so we use a dry product for that. My fogging oil to fog the supercharger, and just like 3 or 4 seconds, give it a couple shots and she's good to go. Am's oil, of course. Salt Away in a spray bottle. I use this product here. There again, I'm not sponsored by any of these products. These products that I've learned over the years to use. I use this to spray all the black plastic with and the rubber stuff to keep it lubricated, keep it UV protected. Put Dawn in a spray bottle to spray things. I use McGuire's on the body of the ski. Prefer that. I'm glutton for punishment. All my personal vehicles are black, so I'm used to it. McGuire's wax, love it. CRC 66. I use this to spray down the trailer, spray the metal parts on the ski, like the aluminum ride plate and the prop area, all that stuff back there. The jet pump, I spray on it with CRC 656 and get that all done. Dielectric grease for the electrical components that are on the ski, like for your phone where the stereo plugs in. There's a port there. You can plug a USB port in there, chip. Your Nano, your phone to run the stereo. I put this on all the fittings. And that's basically about it, what I use to get it ready to go and to get it clean. There's the vacuum that I use, and I've got a special extension that I made to get all the water out of the bottom of the hole, engine compartment area, in the front storage area. There's my blower. I blow the ski dry and the trailer dry, get it good and dry really good. And then I've got everything out of the compartments up here, and I'll wipe and clean all this out really good with soap and water, get it good and dry, get everything in here good and dry. Make sure everything is salt free. Engine compartment as well. Spray, just mist the water in there. Spray some, I've got some Salt Away 50/50 spray in there, and just mist it really good. This seat bracket comes off, and I'll clean that really good and store that. And I'll go ahead and of course there's my ropes. I take my ropes and I wash them really good, lay them out here in the sun, they dry. Here's my water setup. Now, each manufacturer is different as far as flushing your machine out. This one has 2 ports, one for the motor, one for the intercooler. I do one at a time. You never run the water without having the motor running. So I start the motor, turn on my water. I've got my little setup for my Salt Away bottle right there. It drinks that in about 5 minutes. When you turn the water on, these Kawasaki's have this little pisser up here, I call it. And when that water is circulating, that water will come out of that port. That way you know you got good circulation and you're good to go. And let that run, the machine will drink that bottle in about 5 minutes. Then when that process is done, I'll go ahead and I'll blip the throttle 3 times, clear out the exhaust system, shut it off. Then I can flush out my intercooler. The intercooler, you just turn on the water and just let it run. Don't have to have the motor running. Just let it run for a few minutes and I'll clean out the intercooler. Then I come up here. While the machine is running, when it's flushing out the motor, I go ahead, this tube inserts into that port right there, and I give it a couple, 3 or 4 shots while it's running, idling right here while it's flushing out the motor, and that takes care of the lubrication for the supercharger. Then inside my glove box here, I made this stick to hold us to the damn thing, and this is where your nano goes, and there's a port in there for you can hook your phone up to for your stereo. You've got a port right here for your USB. You can plug in a chip there to run your stereo. All your stereo controls are right up here. There's Garmin GPS, obviously. Garmin or RAM mount makes a bracket for this Garmin, specifically for Kawasaki. So your Garmin GPS goes right there. Very, very informative. Keep track of everything while you're traveling. There again, get everything good and dry and clean while you're doing the whole washing process. When I'm done with all this, I go ahead and spray the whole trailer down. When the trailer's dry, spray everything down with CRC 656. I spray this area back here. I drop the reverse bucket down so I can spray all that really good. I spray the underneath. I get underneath there and spray all the right plate, spray the trailer down really good, and you're good to go for the next trip. Okay, this is something I do with every ski that I've had. Always raise the trailer up so that when I get done flushing out the motor, I can get rid of all the water out of the exhaust system. Of course, when you're washing the ski, you're going to open up the ports in the back, unscrew your drain plugs, let the water come out of the body of the bottom of the hull, get all that. That's why I have that vacuum, so if there's any remaining water in there, I can go ahead and suck it out or take a rag and wipe it out completely dry, because there again, you don't want that thing steaming during the week and causing all the corrosion inside the motor area. So I made this block system up. I chalk my wheels. I got a block right there. She sits there safely. Every 30 minutes, I'll go ahead and start the machine up, blip the throttle, clear out the exhaust system. On these Kawasaki's, it's very, very important to do your clean. Make sure you get your exhaust system cleaned out good, because the exhaust filter's in there, and that's a maintenance thing too you got to take care of. But that's what we do normally. I go ahead and do that. I'll let it sit there for like an hour. I'll make sure the engine bay is completely dry, blow dry it. I've even sometimes put a fan in there, blow it completely dry, so it's completely dry when I go in before I put it back in the warehouse. And like I said, this is something I've always done. I've got those quick connects on my ports for my flush out deal. Of course, I don't leave those in. I always take those out so you don't lose them. Just make sure your drain plugs are open, get the water out of there as best you can. And this is what I do every time I take it out. Make sure she's cleaned out good before it goes back in that oven. As you can see, she's sitting back down on the ground. I've done that for the last 3 or 4 skis that I've had. I always lift them up, blow them out, get all the water out of them, let them sit there for like an hour, let them drain out really good, get them good and dry. Sitting out here in the sun. Hopefully sometimes I have to put my tent up and let it sit out here like that. Obviously, I'll take and remove my quick disconnects out of my ports from my flushing and for the intercooler flushing. Take them out, put my plugs back in, obviously. Remove the seat bracket, put the seats in there, wash them up, put the seats in there. I hang them up on the wall, you'll see. And I made brackets for these to seat so they can sit there on the wall, dry, drip dry, good to go there. Have my storage bags are over here. They of course rinse them off really good, wash everything off inside, let them sit out in the sun for a little bit and dry before I put them back in here. The bracket for my seat back is back there. Hang it up so that it's secure and it's all good to go there. Hang my life vest up there. All my cleaning supplies are back here. We're good to go here. I'll put all this stuff away. Obviously, I'm not going to be waxing the ski outside today because you don't do it out in the sun. I've got 3 black vehicles here. I always wash them inside. I never wash them outside, or very rarely wash them or wax them outside because of the stupid sun. And let me get everything put away and I'll put it back in here. We're good to go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, taking the time. It's a process to go through every time we go out. it's well worth it. Maintaining that machine gives us a beautiful opportunity to share the things we do. There again, it's always a dream ride when we get to go. Please stay safe, healthy, and well. Your family, community will get through this. Please check your local boat ramps and see what's going on there, so possibly you can get out. I will continue to monitor the circumstances down here in Miami and surrounding areas to see when I can get out there. I'd love to get out there again, but it's got to be done safely and, you know, through the correct procedures, the guidelines that they have now. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Appreciate it. Ring the bell so you're notified when I start another video. That'd be great. Have a safe, wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.
Florida